Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Shout outs to Thank God It's Friday. Ha ha ha! It's your boy, One Sir Grove. I see blue skies. I see, well, the sky is blue. But you know, some people refer to it in the plural. Thanks for tuning in to yet another ep of C4CW Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. Yeah, man. Let's get this shit poppin'. It's motherfucking Friday. Traffic ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? You're probably like, well, Grove, at the time of the recording, it's like 2:30. Why would traffic be bad at 2:30? Well, shit, man, if you don't know, on the U.S. East Coast, around 2:15 going on 2:30-ish, shit gets fucked up. So, but you know, traffic's moving right now, oddly, strangely, somehow, some way, by the grace of God in the universe, benevolent beings. But yeah, man, atmosphere is fucking great. 75, low hue, you know what I'm saying, mid, low humidity, man. I try to shorten humidity, you know what I'm saying, like cats go, you know, they take a little, they go to Cancun or Puerto Vallarta on a little vacay, right? So I just try to shorten up hue, you know, humidity. It's the hue is kind of low. Yeah. So fucking anyway, man, when I log in, you know what I'm saying, and I see the stats, I'm like, yo, the shit just keeps popping. Like, the graph is fucking lit. The analytics are dope. Like, the shit is spiked. You feel me? Like, skyrocket type shit. People like following back on Twitter, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so at any rate, you probably be like, but bro, yo, man, I got multiple identities. You feel that? I'm just saying. So, point is that, yeah. So fucking let's talk about Waze. I'm talking about the application called Waze. I literally started this podcast because I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, let me do a podcast about the Waze app. You know, the application for navigation. Waze app, the application for navigation. Yo, I just made that shit up. Shout outs to Waze. Fucking, Waze Unit. Shout outs to G Unit. Fucking, man, love reading 50s tweets. Love that shit, man. Love that shit. Fucking puts a smile on my face each and every time. 50, keep doing your thing, homie. So, yeah, man, Waze. The Waze application that people use to navigate. Interestingly, there are still some people, still to this day, believe it or not, in this world who are unfamiliar with Waze. Like, what? Like, for real though. Like, there are some cats that are just like you be talking to them about shit, you know, like, oh yeah, what do you use to navigate? You know what I'm saying? The grid and shit, and they be like, oh yeah, man, I use, you know, Google Maps. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Like, I love Google Maps. You know what? Shout outs to Google Maps. Y'all are like, Grove, the shout outs got carried away a long time ago. I know, man, that's the whole fucking point. This shit is ridiculous. But straight up though, like, I like Google Maps. You know what I mean? And I know that Google Maps, obviously the Google company owns Waze. Like, I know that shit. Like, I ain't stupid in that way. So they're both the same company, more or less. And so I used to not use Waze. I used to tell folks, I'd be like, nah, dog, I don't use Waze. Like, I don't fucks with it. And they're like, why not? Like, I use it, and it seems like a superior product. And I'm like, superior product. And I'm like, well, what I've learned, this is a long time ago. This is like almost 5 years ago. So like 4.5, almost 5 years ago. What I learned back then was, I did that in the best country voice that I could. I used to live, man. It wasn't a farm, but my aunt had, she had a rural piece of land, you know what I'm saying? And, so yeah, used to ride horses, but the I used to go to the line dancing night. You know, got my cup in my two-step. Used to do a little two-step. For real, I ain't even playing. But fucking, so, yeah, I used to, like, almost 5 years ago, I never fucked with Waze because back then, the notion was that Waze is good for, this is back then, okay? Not now. Waze is good for traveling distance, like outside the city. Whereas in the city, Google Maps, at least in my experience, had been way fucking superior. Like way superior. And I don't mean that like as a pun. The Waze shit, when they first launched Waze, there was just something fucked up about it, man. Like it would take cats to the back of buildings and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it just fucked, you know, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. And so because like I told y'all, I used to deliver food. When I was in college, I had a little food delivering job and shit, man. I used to deliver sandwiches and shit to the top of high rises and get that daily coin, you know? Fucking ain't no shame in my game, homie. Shit, I used to fucking deliver food straight up. And I've talked about that shit, man. Talked about that shit on the podcast about going to like law offices and shit with the sandwich and chips, right? And then like I'm downstairs, you know, they know I can't get in. You know, they know I can't motherfucking get in. Someone has to come down and let me in, right? So the lawyer, he orders some food. Now keep in mind, at this time, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in college. You know what I'm saying? I'm a university student. At that time, I'd completed over half of a college degree program in science and mathematics. And I'd been in other college programs. So the reason that I was like selling fucking delivering food was because, man, in the big city, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid cash on a daily basis, and I don't have to fucking wait 2 weeks to get paid. You know, because, man, I did the math. You feel me? So I was like, yo, and plus my homeboy, I said my homeboy, I mean, he is my homeboy. He's my homie. He's my friend, man, from childhood. He was working on a master's degree at the University of Washington in mathematics, and he was a pizza delivery dude. And I asked him back then when we were, you know what I'm saying, in the same neighborhood at the time before he and I both moved out here to the East Coast. I was like, yo, man, why you delivering pizza, bro? Like you're in a master's program. And he's like, well, I mean, quite frankly, you know, money is limited at this time and it is finite as I am in this mathematics degree program, working toward my master's as I already have a bachelor's degree in said field. So I was like, yo, I get it, bro. Okay. No, you right. And I never really thought about it, but I was like, damn, delivering food, you could get money on the daily. So given that it was a daily grind and shit, I motherfucking, like flash forward some shit, like 20 years later almost. That was shit. What was that? 1994, 2004. That's 10 years. And then 14, 20 years. Nah, okay. So, nah, man, I guess flash forward like some 10 years or whatever after that ish, right? A little bit mo. Fucking, I ended up, you know what I'm saying? Having to take to a restaurant job myself, man. So I was a delivery boy. You know what I'm saying? Doing the delivery boy shit. You know, rolling with the fucking GPS, going to high rises. So I drive up to these motherfucking high rises, right? And this woman, I've told this story before, man. She pissed me the fuck off. She's a motherfucking punk ass bitch, right? You can't say that when you're on the job, but you know it's true. So this motherfucking smart mouth ass cunt, okay, I'm gonna call her the C word, fucking cunt. I call her, and I'm a very polite dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in those roles that I had, you know what I'm saying, where I was like a delivery boy and shit, like, I had high stats. Like, my shit was good, because I'm a polite dude. It's just that motherfuckers wanted to be rude, because, you know, they don't need to know my business. They don't know that I'm a university student at the time. They don't know, man, that that I'm also a government contractor on the side. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm doing all this different shit. So, you know, they just think I'm a low boy. You know, they think I'm some kind of low boy and shit. Delivery boy, low boy. So the bitch want to talk stupid to me as soon as I call to do her a favor, right? Because that's how people are in the service industry, man. The public sometimes, some people in the public are pieces of shit. And you really find out how self-entitled some motherfuckers believe they are, how lofty and how pompous and how condescending and how snarky and smarmy and how fucking nasty of an attitude and how piece of shit, how peasant and how peon they actually fucking are. And I emphasize those P's for emphasis. So, yeah, you find out how peonic and how peasant these motherfuckers are sometimes when you work in the... Now, not everyone was like that. A lot of people were appreciative and they were quite thankful. They're like, man, you're a fucking handsome dude. And you were quite speedy in your delivery of food. They were like, yo, you're fucking dope, right? That's what I got most of the time. And I'd get fucking dope tips. Like, I was hustling, man. I was getting fucking money. You know what I'm saying? I put it all into the rap game. You know what I'm saying? I went all in. Like, fuck it. Put it on the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Like, if niggas is never ignorant in getting goals accomplished, you know what I'm saying? If niggas is never ignorant getting goals accomplished, y'all know for those of y'all who know the reference and realize I just basically said some redundant shit, you know, if niggas is never ignorant and getting goals accomplished, some of these people in the audience, they still ain't figured it out. It's Tupac's acronym for nigga, N-I-G-G-A. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. They're like, oh, okay. Well, now that you say that, it makes sense. So motherfucking, I had to think about that when I did the little spiel, the little shtick. Motherfucking, what I was saying was, because I got to add the motherfucking for stage, you know what I mean? Some people are like, no, you don't, dude. Like, you do it too much. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So, motherfucking this punk ass bitch, right? So, I does her a favor. I does her a favor by delivering food to the man she works for, right? And he's an attorney. So, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, I had kind of gotten my money up, had money in stocks, you know, had like 600,000 shares of one particular company, and still had like monies invested in like other stocks, other companies, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of doing all right. So I knew, man, I was tired of motherfuckers talking shit. The ones that did talk shit, I was sick and tired of them, man. And I was like, you know what? This might be the day that I leave this job. And I just tell this bitch to go fuck herself, right? So she came so sideways, right? Look how this bitch talked to me. Look how this stupid, because she thought no one would ever say anything about this in the future. Yeah, bitch, you probably listening to this at some point because I'm world fucking famous. Yeah, you probably hear this and be like, yeah, I actually did that. Yeah, bitch, you did. So I rolls up to this high rise, right? Roll up to this motherfucking skyscraper and shit. I'm there right on time, literally 5 minutes from the restaurant shit. Boom, I'm there. Buzz the shit up. You know, they should have been pleased as punch how fucking quick I delivered that shit. Keep in mind, rush hour. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's the lunch hour is what I'm saying. Lunch hour. It's not rush hour. Lunch hour. So, buzz the shit, like buzz, right? This woman, yeah. No answer is what it was. So then I'm like, waiting, 60 seconds. Buzz, right? Okay, still nothing. All right, I'm like, okay, wow. All right, so, maybe there's a glitch. Let's err on the side of reason here, Grover. Let's err on the side of reason here, right? People have, this motherfucker, man, what is the thing with y'all niggas that do garbage fucking transpo? Niggas driving around with garbage trucks and your fucking garbage is flying out into the... Now, what the fuck is up with that trend, man? Secure your motherfucking cargo, man. Secure your motherfucking cargo! So anyway, niggas need to secure that load. So yo, check game. So this fucking punk, this lizard-lipped, fucking trout-mouthed, punk-ass motherfucking cunt bitch, I have to call her on the phone. She picks up the phone. She's automatically a punk-ass fucking piece of shit. She just starts talking hella shit. Hello? And I was like, hi, yes, I'm here with a delivery for the attorney. what do you mean? And I was like, well, he ordered food, and I have his food, and I'm downstairs. So what do you want me to do about it? And I was like, well, are you in his office? She's like, yeah, I'm his secretary. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm downstairs with his lunch. He's on a call with the client. He's really busy. And I was like, I just wanted to tell her, fuck you, okay? Fuck off, bitch. Have a terrible fucking life. You're a miserable, fucking worthless piece of fucking trash on fucking planet Earth, right? Because her whole notion is he's so important. What do you fucking want? And I'm like, he ordered food. You want me to throw it? You want me to fucking piss on it on video surveillance? Okay? You think I'm supposed to wait down here for your goddamn motherfucking law firm so that you can do your telephone calls and I'm supposed to wait for you? You're a fucking piece of shit. Fuck you and your whole family. Fuck you and your whole goddamn fucking family. You want to fuck with people? You want to play motherfucking games with people, bitch? Fuck you. When you can't pay for some shit, when your home fucking goes away because you can't pay the mortgage, or you lose it, or there's a tax lien against you, or some shit happens in your family, you're the motherfucking reason why. Yeah, man. So check game. Karma's a motherfucker. So this bitch, she keeps going. She's like, what do you expect me to do? What do you expect me to do? And I'm like, are we in the Twilight Zone now? You're his secretary. He ordered food. Okay? There are a zillion other people who need to get their food. I'm the food delivery guy. Those other people are waiting on your law firm at this point. She's like, I'm going to have to call you back. And I was like, okay. And I told her before she hung up, because she's very snide. I said to her very quickly, I said, okay, I'll be downstairs with the attorney's food. I just let her know for the official record. You know what I'm saying? Because people monitor, they listen, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? Shadow gov type shit. So I'm like, I just had to get that in there real quick. Just to let the universe motherfucking know. The universe knows anyway. But just to let anyone who's monitoring, anyone listening, especially on her side, like at her company, like if she's being listened in on, audited, monitored, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, not a problem. But it is a problem. But I'll be downstairs, because the customer's always right, okay? I'll be downstairs with the attorney's food. And I kept my composure the whole time. Kept my composure the whole time. A lot of people couldn't do it, okay? A lot of people would have just turned around and just left, right? But see, the thing is I had communication with her. So the communication, the understanding was that she was going to get back to me, which she did not do in a timely motherfucking manner. She had me waiting downstairs, man, for like 10 minutes. So finally, now keep in mind, the rush, the lunch hour shit, it's between a half an hour to an hour. It can extend, you know what I'm saying? But the shit, man, it could be a half an hour, right? So she's already taken 10 minutes out of the shit, right? When it should have been like an instant transaction, like, yo, I'm at the door, I ordered food, you know, for the attorney, boom, I got to get his food to him, you know, to nourish his body, you know what I'm saying? Because he's an attorney and he needs his snacks. He needs his motherfucking meal, his chips and his soda, you know, his soda water and shit, right? Okay? As if that shit's nutritious, but nonetheless, he needs to get that food in his body, right? So, that wasn't the case. She's a game player. Keep in mind, this is business in America, right? She's working for a law firm in America, right? And this is how the fuck she operates, right? This is how they operate. He comes downstairs, and I'm just standing there. And the very first day, he was actually cool. She wasn't. And I told on her, straight up. I reported her motherfucking punk ass. And I told him straight up. I said, hey, man, I just want to let you know. He's like, I'm really, really sorry about that. Like, I'm so sorry about that. And he seemed cool. Like, his whole aura and vibe seemed cool, right? I knew it was, I knew something told me, man, that with his firm, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just had this feeling that he wasn't the bad actor in the equation. You know what I'm saying? Something just told me, like, she probably, you know what I'm saying? She probably got some extramarital shit going on. You know, she probably a Jezebel, jealous whore, you know what I'm saying, who's like cheating and shit. And she's probably just, you know what I'm saying, she's probably just, you know what I'm saying, wrapped up in all kinds of like, you know, wickedness and shit. And that's why she talks to people like she does. She's not going to do very well in life, man. Like, shit's not going to turn out very well for her at all. You know why? Because of her and the way she treats people, period. Bottom line. So I told him straight up, I was like, I didn't say anything colloquial. I used standard English as opposed to non-standard English. And I told him straight up, I said, hey, look, man, she was incredibly rude and absolutely disrespectful. I explained within just a matter of a few seconds, I explained that I was at the door with your food, and the first words out of her mouth were, "What do you want me to do about it?" And I said, well, if you'd like, you or someone, you know, you could send someone down to get the attorney's food. And she kept going on like, all over herself. So I conveyed to him very succinctly and concisely and clearly that she refused to do her job, and that she knew quite well that I had arrived in a timely manner with the food, and all she had to do was be there to receive the food. You know what I'm saying? Delegate the task to someone. Task someone in the office, okay? Intra-office to motherfucking come downstairs and get the food for the attorney, not to play games with the delivery dude. That's exactly what she did. And I explained that to him, and he listened to me, man. Man, if I were the attorney, I would have fired the bitch on the spot. I would have been like, you got to go. You pack your shit up, and you need to leave the building. You're fucking fired. Get the fuck out of here, man. Straight up. Just get the fuck out of my office right now. Get the fuck out of here. Don't ever fucking call here again. You're fucking fired. Effective immediately. You're fucking terminated from this position. Get the fuck out of here now. I'm calling building fucking security. You got 10 minutes to get your shit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, dude. You know, there are a lot of pieces of shit like that, man, in America, man. They're just snotty, fucking miserable, extramarital affair, ass motherfucking cheaters. You know what I'm saying? Who they play games with people. You know what I'm saying? For no good reason whatsoever. No good motherfucking reason, man. You're sitting there trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Just deliver some food and shit, man, to some office, and they just want to fucking play games, man. They have no idea who the fuck you are. Man, that bitch has no clue, man. I'm a government contractor, man. I've worked in U.S. Intel. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking doing my own shit in the rap game. You know what I'm talking about? Put my money in stocks and shit. She thinks just because she see a little uniform and shit that I'm some kind of fucking peon. Truth be told, she's the motherfucking peon. Okay? Prince and the Pauper type shit. This bitch don't even know the reference, man. You know what I'm saying? So at any rate, yeah, I've explained that before. So Waze used to be fucked up because I tested it, man. I tested Waze. And there were some people, they were like totally adherents. You know, they were total adherents. Like they were all about Waze. And they're like, I never use Google. I always use Waze. And I'm like, dude, I've done so many food delivery ops. I've traveled the distance of the shortest distance between both coasts in the U.S., between both coasts in America. I've traveled the distance, man, like over 100 motherfucking times. That's how many delivery ops I've done. You know what I'm saying? And fucking legendary epic type shit. Don't fucking tell me 4.5 years ago that Waze at the time was superior to Google Maps, because it wasn't. Alright? But flash forward to now, yo, I use both maps now. You know what I'm saying? Google Maps has its pros, okay, in terms of pros and cons. Same with Waze. Some states that I go to, they got speed fucking cameras and speed sensors, red light cameras all over the place. The shit is wired up because the shit is the future now. I'm talking little suburban towns, man. 25 miles an hour. White picket fences and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like something out of a technological nightmare movie. You're driving through some some little town. It looks pastoral, you know, a little parochial town and shit. Little idyllic town, right? Looks like a traditional American town. They got the whole like primroses and shit going on, right? They got the little foliage with the little flora and little fauna and shit. Little woodland creatures like peeking out, right? Looks all nice, like dewy and shit, like a little bit of dew and shit from a light rain. You know what I'm saying? And you driving through the little fucking, like, little mailbox and shit, and then boom, right next to it's a motherfucking traffic speed camera and shit. You're like, wow, really? This town, in some fucked up future, decided to put this machine on their street because that's how they're floating. That's how they're doing it. They want to fucking flash people who come in and out of their little community. They want to flash people for going over 25, going a mile, whatever it is. I'm saying, man, this shit is 25 miles an hour. It's 10 o'clock at night. Why the fuck is it 25 miles an hour when it's 10 o'clock at night and there is no one out on the streets and there are no kids out on the streets and you clearly can fucking see the whole street? And if you were to go 30, 35, or 40, you know what I'm saying? You know you're not going to hit anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to revere their town and they want you to pay them because that's the only way those fucking peons, those morons, those pathetic bastards can figure out how to make money is by flashing you. You're from out of town. Hey, guess what your reward is for coming to their town? A ticket. Yeah, a fucking ticket. Hey, you know what your reward is for coming to their little picturesque town, their little postcard town? You know what your reward is? A ticket in your fucking mailbox. And if you don't pay that, it doubles. Yeah, that's what you get for coming to their town. You get a speeding fucking ticket for going 30 miles an hour when it's 25. Yeah, man, that's the future that we're living in. So in that, I gotta use motherfucking Waze, man. I'm a rhyme traveler. Yeah, rhyme travelers use Waze. Shout outs to Waze. I'm your boy, One Sir Grove. Deuce Trade, Black.